Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video like up. The streets of Hope Valley have always held a certain quiet magic, that delicate balance between the whisper of the past and the promise of tomorrow. But as the new year of 2025 unfolds, that balance feels more fragile than ever. The air carries not only the scent of freshly baked bread from Abigail's Cafe, but also the tension of unanswered questions, brewing romances, and choices that could redefine lives forever. Early this morning, as the winter sun peeked over the mountains, residents gathered near the schoolhouse for a community announcement. Elizabeth Thornton, ever the steadfast teacher and heart of the town, stood at the front steps with an expression that hinted at both resolve and hesitation. Her voice, steady but softer than usual, carried across the snow-dusted crowd as she revealed something that left many holding their breath. The school will be expanding into new programs, something unheard of in Hope Valley's history. Not just about teaching children their letters and sums anymore. It's about preparing them for a future in a rapidly changing world. And with that expansion comes a decision that could pull Elizabeth in two directions at once: stay fully dedicated to her classroom, or take on a new leadership role that would take her outside of it. Meanwhile, Nathan Grant, Hope Valley's loyal Mountie, has been wrestling with his own storm of thoughts. Over the past weeks, townsfolk have noticed him riding out earlier than usual and returning after dark, his uniform dusted with a day's miles. Rumors have swirled. Is he investigating a new case, or is this about something more personal? It turns out Nathan has been in quiet correspondence with a fellow Mountie from Union City, working on a cooperative effort to strengthen ties between communities. But what caught more attention was a letter that arrived late last night. Not official, but handwritten. Some say they caught Nathan standing outside the post office under the dim lantern light, reading it over and over, as if it carried more weight than any duty assignment. At the same time, Rosemary Coulter is perhaps facing her biggest challenge since becoming Hope Valley's newspaper editor. The Valley Voice, her pride and joy, has always been a source of cheer, inspiration, and connection. But a surprise delivery of printing equipment from a benefactor in the city has opened a new door, the chance to turn the Valley Voice into something much bigger than just a local paper. The catch: accepting the gift means aligning with city investors who might have their own vision for the paper's tone and direction. For Rosemary, whose flair for the dramatic is matched only by her dedication to the truth, the decision isn't just about business, it's about the soul of the town. Lee Coulter, ever the supportive husband, has been quietly working behind the scenes, trying to secure new lumber contracts that could revitalize Hope Valley's economy. But whispers in the saloon suggest that Lee's dealings may be more complicated than they seem. An unexpected competitor has emerged, a lumber outfit from a neighboring valley, and they're offering deals that could tempt even Lee's most loyal partners. Lee isn't just fighting for his livelihood, he's fighting to keep the heartbeat of Hope Valley from being disrupted by outside influence. Elsewhere, Faith Carter, the town's compassionate nurse, is grappling with a dilemma that could change her life. A letter from a prestigious medical institution arrived, offering her a position in the city, complete with training, resources, and the opportunity to work alongside some of the most skilled doctors in the region. But accepting would mean leaving behind her patients, her friends, and the quiet rhythms of Hope Valley. The news spread quickly, and while the community rallies behind her no matter her choice, the thought of losing Faith's steady presence leaves a subtle ache in everyone's hearts. Lucas Bouchard, once mayor and always a man of charisma, has kept a relatively low profile in recent weeks until now. Word is, Lucas has been in discreet talks with railway representatives about reopening a passenger line that would connect Hope Valley directly to larger cities. The proposal has sparked mixed reactions. On one hand, it could bring prosperity, more visitors, and new opportunities for everyone. On the other, it could also invite change faster than the town is ready for. Lucas, of course, seems ready to face the debate head-on, flashing that charming smile of his even when tempers flare. But it isn't just the townsfolk facing change. The children of Hope Valley have been at the center of some of the most touching stories this year. Young Angela Canfield, with her remarkable gift for music, has been offered the chance to study under a traveling pianist who passed through town last month. The offer would mean traveling far from home for months at a time, something both exciting and daunting for her family. Meanwhile, little Jack Thornton Jr. has been asking more questions about his father, leading to tender moments between him and Elizabeth that remind everyone of the love and loss that shaped her. As the winter season rolls on, the upcoming Founders Day celebration looms large. This year's festivities are expected to be more elaborate than ever, thanks in part to a surprise donation from an anonymous source. Decorations are being handcrafted, music is being rehearsed, and even the usually reserved Nathan has been roped into helping with stage setup. But the mystery of who donated the funds and why has become the latest favorite topic at Abigail's Cafe. Some suspect it's a returning resident who wants to give back. Others believe it's someone entirely new, someone who is yet to step foot in the heart of Hope Valley in the midst of preparations. A mild but persistent snowstorm has kept everyone on their toes. Supply deliveries have been delayed, and one of the incoming stagecoaches was forced to turn back halfway to town. This has sparked concern about how the town will fare if the weather turns harsher in the coming weeks. Lee has already offered to coordinate with nearby communities for backup supplies, while Rosemary insists they make a story out of it for the paper, turning adversity into a tale of resilience. Behind the scenes, friendships are being tested. Florence Blakely and Molly Sullivan, two of the town's most familiar faces, recently had a disagreement over how the cafe should handle the influx of visitors expected for the celebration. The spat, while not serious, has led to some awkward silences and a few overly polite exchanges when they cross paths. Of course, in true Hope Valley fashion, most believe it's only a matter of time before they reconcile over coffee and laughter. Even as the town navigates these personal and collective challenges, there's a palpable sense that something bigger is on the horizon. New arrivals are expected in the coming weeks, including a teacher's aide from the city and a skilled carpenter who claims to have worked on some of the grandest homes in the region. Change is coming, and while Hope Valley has weathered its share of storms, the months ahead promise to be a true test of its spirit. Still, in the quiet moments when lanterns glow softly in the windows, when sleigh bells echo down the main street, when neighbors pause to help each other clear the snow, Hope Valley remains what it has always been, a place where love, loyalty, and hope endure. And in a year like 2025, that may be the most important news of all. As the evening settles and the mountains fade into silhouettes, Elizabeth finds herself alone in the schoolhouse, looking over lesson plans. Her gaze drifts to the window, where snowflakes catch the lamplight. She knows that whatever the months ahead bring, decisions, surprises, challenges, the heart of Hope Valley will keep beating, carried forward by the people who call it home. The days ahead promise more announcements, more choices, and perhaps a few surprises that no one sees coming. But for now, as night falls over the valley, the town rests unaware that the next chapter is already waiting to be written in the morning light.